Right, so can you introduce yourself before we start?
Yeah, so my name is Braden Weens. I'm the Chief Flight Instructor and Chief Pilot for Mitchison Flight Center.
Oh, okay, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well.
Thank you very much for today.
Yeah, no worries.
And can you tell me about the Mitchison Flight Center that you're working?
Yeah, so Mitchison Flight Center is located in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, which is kind of right in the middle of Canada there. The school is established and started back in 1946, so we've been in business for quite a while now. We're owned by 4 airline pilots at WestJet and Air Canada, so lots of history there.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah. So, I mean, what are the advantages of flying in Mitchison?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you asked. So the advantages, some of the big ones come to mind. The weather here is great. It's a lot more conducive for flying than in other places like Vancouver, Lower Mainland, or Toronto area. So there's a lot more opportunity to fly. The other things we have, so like I mentioned, there's 4 owners to our flight school. They bought the flight school because they wanted to help students get into what their dream jobs are, right? So they're invested in helping the students get there. We have an in-house maintenance organization, so our airplanes are taken care of as soon as something related to maintenance comes up. We have a fleet of 14 airplanes and 1 simulator and a lot of instructors, and we have no wait lists. So a lot of schools have wait lists.
Okay. Do you have anything to say to the Korean student that want to join Mitchison?
Yeah, so for any students, any international students that want to join Mitchison Flight Center, we have a page on our website that's just explains the application process. Our website's www.flymitchison.com. And so, depending on what the students are interested in, we have many different programs available. One of the exciting things we're doing this year is we have an integrated airline transport pilot license program starting in September, and so that will allow someone to go through the standard private, commercial, multi-instrument flight training, and they also get a King Air type rating, or there's some MCC training associated with that as well. So, and they're frozen ATPL. So there's.
Are you planning to have the simulator for King Air 200?
Yeah, so right now we're trying to determine if it's going to be simulator or airplane, but it's based on doing it actually on wing in the airplane right now.
That's going to be pretty expensive. King Air 200, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it is. It is really exciting. So.
All right. Okay, thank you very much for today and for your time.
No worries.
And I hope it's going to be helpful for everybody in the future. Thank you very much.
Awesome. No worries. Thanks.
All right. So can you introduce yourself first?
Sure. My name is Shauna Atkinson. I'm the Assistant Chief Flight Instructor here at Mitchison Flight Center. I've worked here for 2.5 years as the CFI or ACFI.
So can you tell me about Mitchison?
Sure. I think we're fairly unique nationally just because we're privately owned by 4 pilots who are currently working in the industry. 3 work for WestJet, 1 works for Air Canada. They're alumni here, so they did all their training here at Mitchison's. And when the school came up for sale about 12 years ago, they got together, the 4 of them, and said, how can we give back to the aviation community? So that was their motivation to purchase the school. So for them, they understand the needs of the industry. They also understand the obstacles and challenges that students have in flight training. So I think that makes us very unique in terms of how we produce quality pilots. Oh, there's so many. First off, Saskatchewan. We're the land of the living skies. So we've got beautiful weather. It's often blue skies and clear. It's can be windy in the summertime. So you get really good at crosswind landings. Other advantages are we are a Class D airport, soon to be Class C. So that means you get experience in a controlled environment. You get experience in your advanced training in terms of IFR approaches, and yet you can go 15 minutes to the north, to the south, to the east, and you've got grass strips where we can teach you uncontrolled procedures as well, and you get practical experience with soft field, short field landings.
Oh. Okay. So I believe there's a lot of Korean that want to become a pilot and they want to join Mitchison. Do you have any words to say, like, to the future Korean potential pilot that want to come in Mitchison?
Sure. I think, you know, again, Mitchison prides ourselves in the fact that we have a lot of diverse students here in the school. We're still very small. We are growing, but we are growing at a nice, slow pace. For Korean students, you know, flight training isn't easy by any measure, but anything worth doing often is not easy. The rewards are tremendous. And we want to make sure that all of our students, but especially our international students, feel welcome, and that if they need anything in terms of, you know, moving here, help with housing, that kind of thing, that we try our best to help any student that comes from out of the country in terms of making that move easy. You know, you're going to graduate with a little over 200 hours. So we've got a regional airline just across the ramp from us called Rise Air. I encourage you to go and research them. They're a small independent company that fly in northern Saskatchewan. We have had students go there. We've also had instructors as well. I think, you know, we're working with them quite closely, and they know the quality of the students that we produce. So they're a great stepping stone in your career. We've also got a small regional charter company called Good Spirit Air. Our instructors, many of our instructors have gone over there as well. We do offer instructor ratings here as well, which is also a great pathway and stepping stone for a career.
Oh yeah, I guess we have enough class 1 instructors here to teach enough candidates.
Yeah, we're very fortunate. We currently have 5 class 1 instructors.
5?
Yeah. You know, we all do the flight instructor rating part-time. So, you know, each of us has a couple of students, but we're able to produce in-house every, you know, 4 months. We're able to produce about 4 flight instructors.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much for your time today. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, Joseph.
Okay. Bye.